Hi folks, Wayne here again from JanitorJones.com, and this tutorial will show you how to add job sites to your database in Janitor Jones Inspector, as well as show you how to edit information after it has been entered in the database. So in order to start inspecting job sites, you first have to add a job site to your database. So let's tap the icon to get Janitor Jones Inspector started. Navigate to the Add Job Site button on the main screen and tap it. In the Add Job Site section of the app, we have text fields to fill in that will create entries in the database so we can select it in other screens or in the Contacts section of the app. The Add Job Site section basically only needs the name of the company to save a job site. If no name is supplied, it will warn you that it won't be saved until you provide one. And I'll just demonstrate that. I'll try to add a job site without a name. It won't let me. So at the very bare minimum, you have to add a job site name to save it. So if I was to save this job site as, I don't know, ABC Plastics, I can actually save this. And if we're in a hurry and we can't fill out all this information, that's the default information, it will save the contacts as edit the first name, edit last name, and will warn you in the contacts section that these have to be edited. But it will save the job site information, whatever's in these fields. If there's nothing in the fields, it will just save a default edit first name, edit last name. It will set all these switches basically to off, so there's no email here, so it won't be sent. But it will save the database and set up the database in such a way that you can start actually inspecting. And you can edit that later. Now, where would you edit that after you have entered that? Well, in the contacts section is where you would enter that or edit that information. And here I've already added ABC Plastics to our database, so there it is. And we can edit particulars such as the job site information, which was shown in the Add Job Site section. Contacts, and you notice here that in order to really get started with it, you have to edit this information. And we can go in and edit that contact information. We can even delete the contact. It won't delete the last one, because usually you should have at least one contact for your job site, whether he or she gets an email or not. Same thing for the supervisor. You can edit the information for the supervisor. You can even add as many supervisors as there is on a job. Perhaps it's a big job and you have 2 or 3 crews, cleaning crews. You can add and you can delete supervisors. Same thing for the employee info. We can edit information here concerning the employee that's actually doing the work and set his switch to on if he wants to receive reports in his email. The last section here in the contact section, we can actually get rid of some of these inspections that we've done. I'm not going to do that, but we can just delete the inspections in the past that we've done and that we don't want hanging around in our app here. So in the Add Job Site section, if I was interrupted while entering data, it gives me the option to load the data that was interrupted, or I can just clear the data and keep going. So I want to load that data, and ABC Plastics comes back up. I can continue to edit that. And continue down editing the information for the job site. We have 2 contacts that we can fill out, and we don't have to fill them both out. We can just fill out the first one if there's only one, or fill out a secondary. That's just there for convenience. The supervisor, it gives you 1 at the beginning, but you can add more in the contact section. And the employee contact information, we have just given you 1. You can add more in the contact section. So you don't want to have to spend all your time here editing or entering this information to just set up a job site. Literally, you just have to enter the job site name, and you can actually start with that. I'm just going to clear out that. I'm just going to choose another name because we have that already in our database. Let's just call this company and let's add that to the database. And we can continue adding job sites. It won't take us back to the screen, the previous screen or the main screen. We can keep adding job sites. If let's say we wanted to add a half a dozen of them just to get started, it'll keep the app on this screen. And if you want to go back, you just click on the chevron to the left. Now, if I wanted to do a new inspection, you'll notice that HFC is there, but no particulars, and that'll have to be edited in the contact section here. You'll notice it's missing the address and the telephone number to that job site. So if I wanted to do a new inspection with HFC Finance, just as always, I can just go ahead and do that. I'm not going to save that. Another thing you can do here too in the contact section is that if, let's say, this is no longer a job site that we're dealing with or contracted to clean, to delete the entire, like we have the contacts for the information for the job site information, contact information is all there. There's just some default information there. But if we wanted to delete the entire job site, we can go ahead and just delete it, and it's gone. So it no longer is in our database, and we would do that here in the contact section. So I hope this video gives you a better idea how to add a job site and how to edit the job sites once they're entered into Janitor Jones Inspector.